In the rugged hills of Corsica, a boy named Napoleon Bonaparte was born in 1769 into a modest family. The island, though beautiful, was a place of limited opportunities. As the second son in a family of 8 children, Napoleon's early years were shaped by simplicity and struggle. His father, a lawyer, had dreams for his children to rise beyond the constraints of their humble beginnings, and those dreams burned brightest in young Napoleon. Even as a child, Napoleon was different. He wasn't physically imposing, short in stature and often teased for his Corsican accent, but what he lacked in physical presence, he made up for with a sharp mind and an unyielding determination. His mother, Letizia, instilled in him discipline and resilience, traits that would serve him throughout his life. At the tender age of 9, Napoleon left Corsica to study in mainland France. It was here, at the Brienne Military Academy, that he first experienced the sting of isolation. He was an outsider, a Corsican boy in a foreign land, surrounded by wealthier peers who mocked his background and accent. Yet instead of allowing their scorn to break him, Napoleon turned inward, channeling his energy into his studies. He excelled in mathematics, history, and military strategy, subjects that fascinated him and laid the foundation for his future. While others played, he pored over books, imagining himself leading armies and conquering lands. Napoleon once said, "Great ambition is the passion of a great character," and even at a young age, his ambition was boundless. Years later, after graduating from the École Militaire in Paris, Napoleon faced the grim reality of a struggling French army and a nation in turmoil. The French Revolution was tearing the country apart, but Napoleon saw opportunity in the chaos. His first major assignment came in 1793 during the siege of Toulon, where his brilliance as a strategist shone through. At just 24, he orchestrated a plan to recapture the city from royalist forces and their British allies. His success earned him a promotion to brigadier general, a meteoric rise for someone so young. But Napoleon's journey wasn't just about talent, it was about resilience. The political instability of revolutionary France meant that alliances shifted like sand, and Napoleon often found himself on shaky ground. Yet his ability to adapt and think several steps ahead ensured he not only survived, but thrived. In 1796, Napoleon was given command of the French army of Italy, a force that was poorly equipped and demoralized. When he arrived, he found soldiers with tattered uniforms and little hope. But Napoleon didn't see defeat, he saw potential. Standing before his troops, he delivered a speech that would become legendary. "Soldiers, you are hungry and naked. The government owes you much but can give you nothing. I will lead you into the most fertile plains in the world. Rich provinces, great cities will be in your power. There you will find honor, glory, and riches." Inspired by his words, the soldiers rallied behind him. Over the course of the campaign, Napoleon led them to victory after victory, outmaneuvering his enemies with speed and cunning. His strategy was revolutionary. He focused on mobility, striking quickly and decisively, often dividing and conquering larger armies. His triumphs in Italy not only boosted his reputation, but also filled the coffers of a struggling France. By 1799, Napoleon had become a household name. At just 30 years old, he seized power in a coup d'etat, declaring himself first consul of France. His rise was meteoric, but it wasn't without its challenges. Political enemies sought to undermine him, and foreign powers constantly threatened war. Yet Napoleon faced every challenge with unwavering confidence, often saying, "Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools." Napoleon's most audacious years came after he crowned himself emperor in 1804. He embarked on a series of military campaigns that expanded the French Empire across Europe. But success breeds enemies, and by 1812, his ambition led him to invade Russia, a decision that would prove disastrous. The harsh Russian winter decimated his army, and Napoleon returned to France a shadow of his former self. In 1814, he was forced to abdicate and was exiled to the island of Elba. For many, this would have been the end of the story. But Napoleon was not a man to accept defeat. On Elba, he plotted his return. Less than a year later, he escaped and landed in France, greeted by cheers from the soldiers sent to arrest him. In a dramatic moment, he walked toward them, opened his coat, and said, "If any of you would shoot your emperor, do it now." Not a single shot was fired. His return, known as the 100 Days, was a testament to his resilience and charisma. Though his reign would end at the Battle of Waterloo, his legacy was already secure. Napoleon's life is a reminder that setbacks are not the end, they are merely stepping stones to greater achievements. Napoleon Bonaparte's story is one of relentless ambition, brilliance, and the power of belief. He didn't let humble beginnings, ridicule, or defeat define him. Instead, he carved his path through sheer will and determination. In our own lives, we face challenges that can feel insurmountable. But let Napoleon's story remind us, greatness is not about never falling, it's about rising every time you do. Believe in your vision, work relentlessly, and know that even the smallest flame of ambition can light the world.